And we lead the program with the state of debt in the world's largest economy. Concerns about the United States national debt is nothing new, but there are moments when that debt crosses a threshold and raises new questions about national stability.
Now the U.S. has crossed another one of those thresholds. In fact, the U.S. national debt has exceeded $30 trillion for the first time ever. Boom Bust co-host and investigative journalist Ben Swan is looking into this story and has the latest for us.
Well, guys, in 2020, right before the pandemic hit, the U.S. national debt sat around $23 trillion, which means that in just the past 2 years, the U.S. has added $7 trillion to its national debt. When we talk about the U.S. national debt, we're talking about debt held by the public as well as intragovernmental debt. Those numbers together comprise the total debt, and that number outstanding is $30.01 trillion as of January 31st. So how did we get here? Well, it's probably not surprising that the speed with which the U.S. raced to $30 trillion surrounds fiscal and economic policy from the coronavirus pandemic. $5 trillion, for instance, funded expanded jobless benefits, financial support for small businesses, and stimulus payments. And all of it was financed with borrowed money. Well, meanwhile, the Federal Reserve has signaled that it could soon begin to raise short-term interest rates from near zero in an effort to curb inflation, which is at its highest level in nearly 4 decades. Certainly, the heavy borrowing and the cheap money policies of the Federal Reserve Bank have not helped the situation. And this $30 trillion mark also represents a lack of appetite in Washington by some lawmakers to continue to grow that debt. It's slowed down projects like President Biden's $2 trillion program that he recently tried to push through, and yet it was stopped by people like Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia, who said that he could no longer just continue to pass bills that would continue to add to that ever-growing national debt. Reporting for Boom Bust, I'm Ben Swan.